mic was off. Interesting. Oh well. I saw that it was off before I started doing anything else. That's good. That doesn't always happen. Alright. Okay. I guess we should just get straight into it, but before I do that, let me just quickly say, the Twomad, when this comes to video, will be split into two. We're going to do the recap before we do the allegations, really. So like the how we got here into the here. Alright, so without further ado, let me quickly pull up all the stuff. And we can begin shortly. Alright, I think we're good. Let me see. Yep, I think we're good. Alright, so let's see. What is... Those are the same... Yeah, I guess we're good. Alright. Twomad's been accused of a great many things. In these accusations, I think we need to kind of recap what's led us to this point. The situation is kind of confusing because of how it started versus where it ends. Well, how it's ending, I should say, since he's still probably going off on Twitter as we speak. But without further ado, I think let's just hop right into this. Alright. So we have Dumbsville here on Twitter saying, look, I love edgy humor as much as the next guy, but I fail to see the joke in pretending a 16-year-old trans girl who got murdered is your girlfriend and then play the worst game of dumb when you get rightfully called out. Twomad knows what he did. So this is in a now deleted tweet responding to this person going, you post like a million tweets on Twitter, or a million times on Twitter. Bruh, please log off and take some sort of break. You look like a no-life right now. And he posts this picture of a girl, trans girl, as we will learn, saying, I have a girlfriend, bro, look. This person, this Dumbsville person, puts out the information on her. She was 16 years old. Her name was Brianna Gay. She was killed during the whole thing that happened a while back. Or, yeah, on February 11th, 2023. And he then starts going off saying, like, I was like, why the fucks are y'all mad at my girlfriend? You guys are incel level 9000. Something bizarre is happening. And then boom, she died. What the fuck? I have sympathy for the trans community IRL. How the fuck am I getting canceled for C photo of girl? I think sexy because leisurely scrolling on couch Twitter save because sexy. No idea the death context. Someone calls me a no life. So I respond with here's my girlfriend. I find out she died. Gets canceled even though I didn't know. I didn't know she died. I just thought she was hot. So basically, he's playing dumb as this person accuses them of. Dude, I thought you were cool, but you actually just losing it now. This is your idea of a joke, but shit's not funny. She got stabbed to death. She got what to death? So you've got this situation involving this Brianna Gay person who died tragically. And he's making fun of, well, he's not making fun of her death. He posts a picture of her and says, I have a girlfriend, bro, look. Now, this sparks a bit of outrage going everywhere else when we go down into here. So this is Drama Alert saying the same thing, but then we have Twomad saying, I didn't know, and Keen responding with, stop lying. Just saying, but Twomad will never change. This was talking about Bianca Devins. So, not the same Bianca. Not even the same person in general. Brianna, right? Yeah, Brianna. Knife couldn't... I want change topic. Okay, let's talk about the shit is like happening on the daily. Dog, I got some epic shooting videos I can show you. No, I'm gonna step out for a second. I am a demonic and I would watch gore in Discord. VC with Patreon subs. Best moment. We got a bond over gore. Enter my information system, babe. So you can see he's strange in the DMs just as he's strange on Twitter. Pretty consistent behavior with how we've seen Twomad in the past. At this point, I don't fucking care about censoring his name or hiding what he did. I don't get why you'd want to censor his name. The reality is we know it was him, right? What he did, he stalked me for 7 months after I blocked him for his shitty behavior. We're gonna get to that. And this is the screenshot. My neighbor was stabbed like that, not gonna lie. Yeah, dumb fuck could do it because he had a knife. Couldn't. So, you're freaking me out is the way that this ends. I already read the rest of this. Now, initially, this doesn't really talk about Bianca Devins, but like I said, we're getting to that part. So, this is the same person that posted this screenshot, Goldabell. And this is Twomad spamming this girl's iMessages for who God only knows how long. There's gaps, which means that it's like different. It could mean different minutes or hour, probably different minutes, if I'd have to say. Spam from Twomad after I blocked him for essaying me. He made 6 burner numbers after this to also spam me, as well as Instagram accounts and a Twitter account. If you want proof, all you have to do is just ask. You can see him send text actively at the end of this clip. So this is him like completely spamming. I'm not gonna bother reading all this out, mainly because it is a ton, and I don't want to go through everything. But you can see a ton of spam, and she is not responding to any of it. There are gaps in time, meaning it's happening on different times. I miss the rage. And this just keeps going. This is a 1:04 clip of just all the spam that Twomad has sent her. So now, as you can see, we're getting towards the end right here. And you could briefly see that he is sending a message right there. And here he goes into another kind of thing. Now, we're going to get to the this part of the story a little bit later. Not in this video. That will be in another video. But this person then goes on to show, after this, could you let the video play out and maybe let us see what you said afterwards? Now, I don't think this is a direct correlation to what we're seeing in these texts. I think this is something completely different. I think that this is a video he sends afterwards.
I am literally...
This is Twomad right here, by the way. Just
driving, but I'm literally in Oregon, fucking Washington, Oregon. Dab. Okay, so apology. All right, so I can't take the damage away that I've done, but I'll try my best. Okay. Okay, I at least want to take responsibility for what the fuck I did, you know.
So he's saying he wants to take responsibility for what he did. He's not saying what he did in this. I'm assuming that this is in response to the essay stuff that we will talk about later. But you can see that this is kind of a strange video unto itself. He's driving his car, filming this Twitter video, or whatever this is, an apology to her. It's very strange Twomad behavior.
You know, like the way I treated you and like viewed you, this is not like okay. Like I pushed past your fucking boundaries just for like my own fucking self-serving reasons.
So he's saying that he pushed past her boundaries for his own reasons. You know, it gets stranger from here. This is one of the stranger things I've seen in a while.
I made like sexual advances you weren't comfortable with, you know what I mean? And I truly do like regret all of that like so much. Yeah. I never wanted you to like fear for your safety or anything, but like
again, like where's this all coming from? It's very strange Twomad behavior, and I'm not saying she's a liar. I'm on her side with this one. I'll get to that more down the road, but I guess that's a pun as well since he's driving. That's not intended, but whatever. It's just so strange listening to this like apology video to her, and it sounds like he's apologizing, but at the same time, it doesn't sound like he's apologizing at all. He's like rambling non-coherently, and it's just strange.
Like, I understand it's like how you felt. And I'm like, you know, so I'm like sorry. As best I can say it, you know. You know, as if that wasn't enough, you know, I acted like super obsessive after you know, I realized you left. And I'm going to therapy, genuinely. I'm going to therapy, I'm working fucking, that shit is tough, but I'm going to it, you know? To like fix whatever the fuck parts of my brain or just like let me act that way. And I'm like, I'm 1,000% sure I'll never do it to anyone else, you know? But fucking, sorry for making you wait for this, you know?
Okay, so that's this, you know, and it is strange. I just think that it's so strange that it seems like he's rambling about something that he has done, but at the same time is saying, but I really haven't done this. That's kind of what it's coming across as to me, and it's just weird. Now, returning back to these other screenshots as we see, Willie Mac responds with this, which is, I completely misread this. I'm back to thinking Twomad didn't know he was talking about different girls in the DMs than the one he tweeted. Since I can't read Twomad's mind, if he knew who this was or not, I don't know how I can be mad at him. Now, this is a clip it from Discord from the same person, Goldabell. And I have a tendency to agree with Willie when it comes to this specific situation where he's tweeting about the "I have a girlfriend, bro" look. And we can go into here, but this seems very one-sided for a Discord conversation, and in fact, it almost seems like there are things deleted out of it. I'm not accusing her of doing that, but it does seem strange to me. That situation traumatized me, bro, so bad, and I don't know if that's her or him. Did you see the photos? Yeah, not base, girl. I follow. See, this is what I'm saying. So he's responding to, yeah, not base, but there's nothing there. Over here is really the main focus of it, Bianca. Not Brianna. So but Bianca was another girl on the internet like me, and you're saying the guy who killed her was based in how you want to kill people. It's very strange. This is Twomad that they're showing, and this, I guess this is her conversation to him. I don't know. This seems very strange to me. This whole thing about like the Discord stuff seems too strange, and I'm beginning. This is where I side with Willie. There's a chance that he did not know who she was. I'm on his. I can believe that. To me, it does seem strange, but it's entirely possible. Willie's right. Without knowing, like, reading his mind or stuff, it's really hard to kind of tell with this. Finally, the last two things we have on this, at least, was Bo Black's retweeted or quote tweeted saying, never, Twomad, who said, never sexually assaulted nobody in my life, but not gonna stop crazy bitches from lying on YouTuber guy. Someone literally just told me a rumor that USA'd someone. Okay, Mr. Drama Alert guy, because nobody's ever lied about that shit and ruined a man's life over it. Just said I was told a rumor, never said it was true. I'm on a vacation. I don't have time to look into this shit right now. He's very defensive while also being very standoffish, which is weird. This isn't normal. This is how you normally respond to something. You know, usually it's not true, end of story, I'll post a video soon. And we're going to get into his behavior and response to all this coming out in just a second here. You know, but we also have Goldabell saying, I'm unblocking you for this. You know exactly what you did. You were groping me as I was crying, trying to leave your fucking house, and then you stalked me for months afterwards. I genuinely hate you more than anyone on this planet. You ruined my fucking life. You pressure me into things I clearly never wanted to do. When I said, does it matter if I don't want to, you said no. You even told XQC and his girlfriend about it that day while laughing because you thought it was funny. You are cruel. So now she has roped in XQC into all this. He hasn't said anything about it, and I just don't know. When it comes to the whole Brianna Gay stuff, I'm not fully convinced he knew who she was. That much I can give him credit for. You know, but there are things that are seemingly strange in this situation. And I think that it's very odd, to say the least. I mean, what are your thoughts on just the beginning of the situation? Not necessarily his response to it, but what, you know, the beginning of it. You know, it's such a strange situation because of everything that's going on. And as much as I love to believe that he knew who she was, I have a hard time pinning that down without real proof. He knows who Bianca Devins was, but that was in 2022. That was like a year after the whole Gabby Hanna stuff that was going on. And a lot of these big time streamers are follow the drama sphere. So it's hard to tell if this conversation about Bianca Devins was sparked by something like that or something else. Again, the context of this screenshot seems very clipped and like it's responding to something that's not there. And I don't know if that's Twomad that's not responding or if that's this person. It's just hard to tell. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Peace. Alright. So that's part 1 of this video done. I'm gonna be right Alright, let's get into the next thing. Let me do that. And I'll pull up his response. Yes, 20 items. I don't care. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, time to redo that because I closed one of the tabs and I don't know which one it was. Aha! So much fun. And then yeah, Yeah, I'll do the Twitch stuff. I don't have an issue with that. Okay. We should be good to go. So Twomad's response to this whole drama, this is part 2 of the Twomad Allegations, is very strange. Now, initially, you might put out one tweet and then go silent off Twitter for a while. Maybe you'll put out 2 or 3 tweets or respond to someone, you know, normal people would at least. Twomad has gone away from that completely and has given us a plethora of tweets to talk about. In this, I'm probably showing about a fourth of his total tweets about the situation, if that. There's just so many, I can't physically go through all of them in one video. But I guess we should get into the response to it. Now, if you watched the last video, you'd know that someone by the name of Goldabell made allegations of sexual assault towards Twomad. Allegations that she then provided screenshots and proof of him spamming and stuff like that, along with a odd video of him in a car trying to say that he's sorry towards her. Now here, Twomad is tweeting out, why does he keep posting? Don't make it worse. Is he a maniac? I'm fucking fine. I feel very weird, but fucks that bitch. I don't give a fuck. And I forget that the rest I forget the rest I was gonna say. Oh, I'm so sober as fucks. Nicholas Diorio says, yo, Twomad, would you like to do an interview? And he goes, this is in response to something. I trapped her. I trapped her. And he, you know, I trapped her? Like, question marks and all that. I ain't Justin Roiland, motherfucker. I apologize, not because I did it, but because I was so fucking insanely desperate for this girl to forgive me. I was like, why, yes, I did do all that, even though I fucking didn't, goth. She's going to make an OnlyFans for real. So this is him accusing her, saying that she's doing this for clout. I think he physically says that. When my hoe has to go to cringe 9.5 because she chose art school degree and fast, and lose because rich parents, and gets no following long term, and I still get tons of YouTube views. I'm struggling reading these because this is not English. Don't go crying to your mama because you're on your own in the real world. Paramore anti-fun. So Goldabell responds with this legal paperwork or something on those lines. You literally made and signed this. For the next 60 days, under all facets of interactions with Bella, online or in person, Muda agrees to will not demand entertain sexually active with Bella, will be required due to his history demonstrating wild, uncontrollable psychological problems and disregard to other people's around him, to be hyper aware that he is prone to easily scaring emotional damage Bella. Bella may use the word forward facade. When this word is used, Twomad will be required to slowly, gently, earnestly process as to how he's wronging, scaring, or hurting Bella with his behavior, refuse to process if he cannot understand, deflects, lies, to not understand and change to Bella's satisfaction. Twomad must concede peacefully and exit the clause is executed. Twomad cannot lapse on any part of this agreement. Any exception at all will execute the exit clause. Exit clause. Bella can exit this agreement at any time. Bella agrees. She will not exit this agreement unless she has made a full analysis of our relationship and is completely sure that her well-being is contingent on me and not interacting with her at all, that she does not want any more time spent hearing from me. Twomad agrees to move on with his life. So this is in reference to something that Twomad did with Bella Delphine, which is not this girl. So he must have sent this to her to see if it was good in the look. You know, and he responds with, "Oh, now you unblock me. You are so cringe." So after this, right? Yes, after this, he kind of goes on like a manic rampage of just tweeting nonstop for the next like 2 days straight. Anyway, fuck that bitch woman moment. Be like, for real, gotta post, cancel, unnecessary as fuck because I'm broke, art student, need clout for early retirement. I don't give a fuck, rich parents ass. A fucking chorus, Keemstar gonna lightning speed alert, drama alert. Nation left leets beat that ass every time. Look, I don't like leafy behavior. If it seems that way, my bad, but I'm fucking retarded, okay? And the windshield was the moment. There is no way I seem as bad as Leafy, bruh. I'm just writing off the mistake. I didn't start the outrage deliberately. I only extended it deliberately. I'm not a bigot, Dr. Han. I'm not. Again, I'm struggling reading these because they are just so frantically typed that it's like I don't even know what I'm reading. I can understand this last part about Dr. Han. If I'm not mistaken, that's in reference to the good doctor. That's a meme. Right? Yes. Hey, look. Tome, girlfriend. She's 8, trans, just got stabbed to death by bullies. No. So he's just posting like non-stop. You can see it's like cancel culture, very well known to be fair and reasonable. I mean, some of my tweets have been cringe, but overall, hoes mad. Cringe, you're calling those recent atrocities cringe, bro. If I donate 20k to protect trans kids, is it fixed? Hello, Twomad, I have several accounts of you being inappropriate with minors. Would you like to respond to these allegations? Twomad, I made it. Well, maybe it's a demonstration of how unfair the internet is, because that's unfair as fuck. So how about this? I didn't know, and you'll never get me below 700k followers on Twitter. He's flexing his Twitter count, as they typically do. I was like, why the fuck are y'all mad at my girlfriend? You guys are incel level 9000. Something bizarre is happening. And then boom, she died. I think I've read that one before. How the fuck am I going to get canceled for... Yeah, I've read those too. Going towards the end, Keem tweets out, Twomad is finished. So this is the... Never sexually assaulted nobody in my life, but I'm not going to stop crazy bitch from lying on YouTube. That goes back to something he said a while back. He quote tweets this, are you guilty of SA or innocent? And he responds with, innocent. You seem pretty guilty to me. No, dude, you literally admitted it on video. Just get some help. Shit was coerced confession, which is something we're going to get into. This looks really bad, but the truth is I'm not that person anymore. It feels like forever ago. I tried reaching out to apologize already, but no response, so I moved on with my life. And from what it looks like, this happened in 2022, like early or late 2022. And now this is in response to this video that we've seen. And apparently these were notes that he was reading off his car windshield as he says, I was reading off the car windshield sticky notes, the stupid shit that her friend wrote me for me because he was trying to help me make her feel better. I didn't actually agree or have hand in writing the apology. So you can see that this is some of the stuff he said during the video. And finally we have, this is definitely the way someone who didn't do it talks and views the situation, justifying how he should have less heat because it's common and other people have done worse. So this is him on a stream.
Ridiculous shit. Fuck it, whatever. I don't like cancel culture anyways. So many fucking dudes that you guys trust on a day-to-day basis have done that same shit, if not worse. It's common! Common! All the time! It happens. Because it's just like fucking biological, like... The fuck am I, like the most sweet boy ever? Like my parents, I'm not no fortunate son.
You know, so he's like, it happens all the time. No, it really doesn't. And then we have this other clip.
That's about herself on the fucking internet too.
Got something to kill.
Why the fuck are you guys freaking the fuck out about this? Anyways, that's the truth. The truth is, if she didn't get molested, maybe she wouldn't have had the same reaction. You know what I mean? She wouldn't be calling it sexual assault. Like, that's the truth of the situation. Some intellectual destiny shit, bro. It's like, that's weird, bro. She's like being really...
Yeah. All in all, it seems strange. When it comes to the situation overall, the Brianna Gay stuff, without reading his mind and knowing his true intentions, I have to say, there's a chance that he did not know who that was. The DMs don't prove anything, if they're even at all anything. But when it comes to this situation about SA and stuff like that, based off his behavior, and we can see, as I'm sure he's still tweeting out as of 9 minutes ago, you can just, if I just slowly do this, you can see this is all the same thing. It just keeps going for so long. Like I said, if I have to guess, at this point I'd assume that I'm covering about an eighth. I started this video at a fourth. I'm at like an eighth now. All in all, I have a tendency to believe this Bella Gold person. Outside of the Brianna Gay, Bianca Devins connection, that doesn't really make much sense to me. That's a situation that I feel he probably did not know who she was. But when it comes to the stuff about the sexual assault, I have a tendency to believe that this may be true just based off of his actions and what he's saying publicly that we can see. Like I said, when you look at his whole Twitter feed, I can go down some, but you can see that he is just constantly talking about it and firing off tweets. Yeah, I mean, let me know what you think of this situation involving the sexual assault and stuff like that. I think it's completely believable based on what we've seen. Anyways, until next time. Alright. So, let's do one quick bit of live reading just to see what this one's about. Talk about me instead, leave her alone. Oh wait, that's right. She falls into that unconscious hive mind internet bucket of 4 out of 10 allegations, so it won't last longer than a week. Okay. Nothing burger. Got it. I think, yeah, my final topic of the day is going to be it's going to be an insider information video. Comes out on Monday. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to do it here. I'm going to pull things up, get things ready. Because this is something that I wanted to talk about after a whole slew of the Twitch gambling situations and stuff like that. So this is going to be this might be a bit of a shorter. I don't really care. But I'm going to go into it. Okay. So this is kind of a video semi-responding to stuff that's been happening with, like, the gambling, Pokimane, Hassan, XQC, train wreck situation that's going on, or that was going on at the time. And I wanted to do this video of, like, the Twitch gambling problem and what that really is. Because I think a lot of people have lost the plot on that. Because right now, I think a lot of people are just hyper-focused on, like, gambling being the problem. Like, streaming gambling being the problem. And I don't really think that that's the reason why. I know that there's a lot of people saying, well, what about kids? What about this? I'm going to cover that. I just want to start this off with, you know, showing these clips that I tend to agree with, especially about, you know, this is Asmongold right here. And then we're going to read his response to the whole thing.
But they're trying to get you to gamble. They want you to gamble. They want you to get. Oh, I don't give. Who gives a fuck about this? Who cares? Who fucking cares? Just don't gamble, you fucking idiot. Holy shit.
You know, so just don't gamble. And Asmongold expands on this by saying, I don't gamble, I don't drink, and I don't do drugs. I also think that the world would be a better place if everyone else did the same. However, we don't live in a perfect world, and because of that, ultimately, the only defense you have is self-control. I think this is where the real issue comes in, is self-control. I think a lot of people want to say, like, oh, this is about the kids, this is about this is about this, when it's not. Nicholas Diorio, in response to a deleted Boblack's tweet, says, you, as a consumer, don't have the ability to regulate gambling. You do, however, have the ability to practice self-control. Asmongold is 100% correct. The answer for people who haven't tried / haven't done much gambling is to not gamble. Just as we teach kids to not smoke from an early age. To tell an addict, just don't do painkillers, lol, would be ridiculous. But it's totally normal to instruct kids not to do heroin, smoke cigs / gamble, and anything else that could be dangerous / addictive. And I think that this is, at the end of the day, where this whole thing starts going, is you take the argument of people going, well, what about the kids? You know, it's bad to teach kids how to do this. Well, that's where parents should come in and explain to their kids that gambling is bad. Trainwrecks does that anytime he gambles. I know this for a fact because I've seen him do it multiple times. We have a bit of a longer thing. I'm not going to read this whole thing out, but this is a beef between Austinox, which is Hassan Piker's editor, and Moist Critical Charlie. You know, Austinox is responding to someone, that's not what Pokey was saying, but I'll say it. Anyone who streams on Kick is working for an illegal gambling subsidiary, selling out their audience for a cash grab. You are bad people, and there's a reason they're dropping millions to convert your viewers into addicts. Which is a take that doesn't really make much sense when you stop and think about where people like Hassan, Pokimane, and a few other ones stream. You know, yes, gambling's bad, but if you're going to go by this logic, then Amazon is also bad. You know, they do treat they have been found guilty of, like, doing, like, countless human right violations and exploiting workers. So, you know, when you're looking at the scales, it's no one is better than the other, and that's what Charlie's saying here. You know, Amazon is also an evil company with countless human rights violations and exploitations, so why is it morally okay to directly convert your audience to Amazon Prime subscribers for Twitch viewing benefits at all? You know, is it bad when Twitch provides an ad for themselves? Like, oh, get Amazon Prime and use it on a sub for us. You know, Kick isn't saying gamble and get a free sub, whereas Amazon is literally saying pay for Prime and get a free sub. In that case, I mean, you could make an argument, but it's just strange. It doesn't make much sense. You know, the Ostenox person then responds, you didn't have to go over the word limit to say you can't tell the difference between a site that's only digital slot machines and a site where people buy laundry detergent. Steak isn't advertised anywhere on Kick right now except the gambling category. Brother, open your eyes. Where's Steak? I see games, IRL, slots and casino. You know, I see slots and casino there and there, but I don't see Stake, the gambling site, anywhere. I don't see it plastered like you claim. You know, and here's a lot of hidden replies because this person is insane, for a lack of a better way of putting it, but it's like, you know, you've got people, oh wow, look at all the Stake logos plastered on the front page. I have no self-control and must sign up for an account and gamble my life away after seeing this screenshot. You know, obviously making fun of the fact that there aren't any Stake logos plastered anywhere. And Charlie obviously responds with, your screenshot literally shows what I mean. Stake isn't on the site until you go into the gambling category, so I don't know what your point here is you're making. It is, and he also makes this point. It's very weird to reduce Amazon to a site to buy laundry detergent when it's done bad things, openly operating today. But I guess it doesn't matter because that's where your boss works. That's where Ostenox's boss works, is on Twitch. He streams. You know, and just to prove that Kick isn't actively promoting gambling, here. You know, we have... Actually, this is different than when I was looking at it like yesterday, where there was slots and casino on the side. Now there isn't. There's a guy right here doing slots. You can see that slots and casinos right here. But you've also got all these other categories, and the more you scroll down in the site, I don't really see any gambling content. Well, I guess there's gambling content right there. But it's at the very bottom of the page. I mean, seriously. I have to scroll all the way down to here right before I click show more. You know, all their arguments really boil down to is this. Won't somebody please think of the children? When they don't care about kids. They just don't. They want it to be about kids because that's a soundproof argument. You can't fight that one at all. Because if you fight it, you look like a terrible person. Well, we don't care about kids. Forget the kids. Then you look like a bad person. But if you care about the kids, then you don't want to be a hypocrite. It's a soundproof argument that everyone uses. Pokimane, Hassan, Ostenox, all the ones that advocated for Twitch to ban gambling, which they did. But wait a minute, they didn't. Why don't we read this rule? We'll be making a policy update on October 18th, keep in mind this came out in 2022, to prohibit streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed in either the US or other jurisdictions that provide sufficient consumer protection. Okay, so they're banning three things. They're not banning poker. They're not banning other card games. No. They're banning slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed. I can bet on poker. I can bet in a lot of other card games. What makes card games not on this list? But it gets better. They only ban 4 sites. Stakes, Rollbit, Duelbits, and Robet. I don't know the last one. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. I don't really care how it's pronounced. They banned 4 sites and 3 things. You know what's insane? What was that? They banned slots? I'm on Twitch right now. Look, following. There's the Twitch. Here's my thing. Alright, you can see the people right here. Here's all these people streaming slots. Something that's apparently banned but not banned. And to prove my point about poker, This guy's title is literally Super $1 Million High Rollers, and he's streaming poker and gambling. I thought Twitch banned gambling on October 18th of 2022. No, they didn't. No one, and everyone bought this. Look at these replies. Yep, that's long overdue. Good change. Sad that it took this much when people have been letting Twitch know that it's been a huge problem for months, but it's still a good change nonetheless. This is awesome change in the right direction. Hopefully this will get more streamers doing wholesome content like Among Us and gladiatorial blood sports. You know, Absolute W, Plot Twist, you know, all these very cool Twitch. Everyone just bought this. Like, they actually banned gambling when they didn't. It just looks like they did because that's just what it looks like. You know, this whole situation boils down to exactly as Charlie points out. Kick's not actively promoting gambling. Twitch isn't actively promoting gambling. I'm sure if I went over to here, you know, and I scroll, you know, it's like, no, they're not actively promoting it, but you can still find it, just like you can find it on Kick. And Kick's more open about it because they are owned by Stake, but that shouldn't matter. The whole argument about what about the kids doesn't matter because parents should be the ones to tell their kids, gambling's bad, you shouldn't do it. You know, that's not the streamer's responsibility. They're there to make other viewers happy. Just because you may have like a small percentage of your audience that's underage shouldn't affect your entire content. That's not how that should go. You should be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. You shouldn't have to bow down to like 3 people in the audience complaining about it. But that's just what all those ones want you to do. The ones like Pokimane, Austinox, Hassan. Yeah, let's read some of these names. Filza, Ranboo, I don't know. Slimesicle, Laserbeam. Whoever the frig this guy is, the dude. You know, they bought this. They bought this whole response of Twitch banning gambling. The fact is, they never cared. No one ever cared about the kids. The reason Twitch did this was to save to make sure that Pokimane would stay in line and not be upset with them, and want to leave Twitch. That's it. That's all they care about is one streamer, 1 or 2 streamers in their entire lineup. They're replaceable. They're not the replaceable ones. They're the ones that pull numbers. Hassan, 50K viewers. Pokimane's probably not live right now. No. You know, but I guess it is what it is. When you can find this content still on Twitch, did they really care about the kids, or was this to make them look better to the public? I don't know. Seems strange to me. I guess they thought about the kids. Or did they? I guess we'll never know. I'll see you later. Alright. That was good. I did good. But that's unfortunately all I have this week. So, without further ado, it's time to bid farewell, as I do. Find something fun. What is Polaris? That seems like a fun one. Oh, it does sound fun.